If you got to pick one video game that you would live in for the rest of your life, what game would you pick and why? Farming Simulator 2015. It's basically how I live anyway. Elite Dangerous. I can fly a spaceship all day every day and make billions of credit doing it. Count me in. Definitely Elite. That will give me time to slow boat my Corvette to Beagle. A dating sim. You are now in the Doki Doki Literature Club universe. KSP. With a budget like that, exploring the solar system is going to be a piece of cake. Losing a few astronauts also isn't that much of a problem anymore. If I die, it will at least be awesome. Assuming Ganondorf is taken care of, I could live in Kokiri Forest. Edit. I'm also fine with Kakariko Village, or maybe a nice little cabin on Lake Ilia. In my mind I was thinking of Ocarina of Time, but any of the other iterations is fine as well. Same but with Hateno Village. Seems like a cozy ass place to settle down. Leisure Suit Larry. Plot twist, you're one of the characters that Larry is pursuing, and he won't stop until he gets what he's after. The Sims. Basically life, but I'll motherload my way to the top. But every time you cook you face a grave danger. Well, unless you're doing it for the 10,000th time and have the best possible mood. Mass Effect 100%. Space exploration. High technology. Biotics. A seri. What's not to love? Obviously I'd want to live either a lifetime before or sometime after the whole Reaper thing. Edit. Lots of people saying that living before the Reapers world would be good, or if I was in the me universe, but before the Reapers, I'd still end up in that war, since it's a fairly short time frame. That's why I also said, or sometime after. Keep in mind that humanity survives in the Milky Way, and recovery progress was already being made. Not everyone jumped ship, as it were, to Andromeda. Also, since this is a hypothetical, I believe I reserve the right to end up in the circumstances of my choice for this universe transfer. P. RuneScape. Lots to do, and I saw a post that estimated the map to be a bit bigger than the size of Singapore, so plenty of time to wander around killing cows and mining shit. You can do those things in Singapore too. Growing up I always wanted to live in the Pokemon world. Pokemon Gold and Silver would give me the greatest options for travel, plus the evil team isn't trying to destroy the world or anything, which is a plus. Wii Sports, because I don't want to die some gruesome death. I just wanna live popping off dingers and bowling turkeys the rest of my sweet looking avatar life. Getting your ass beaten by that boxing legend is worse than dying. Pokemon. Just traveling about catching Pokemon is a dream. Everyone is just so friendly too. Like, hey, thanks for listening to me talk for 3 seconds. Take this valuable TM. Splatoon. Because it's just our world, but we can shapeshift and everyone is really competitive about paintball and talk to fish. I'm not sure I'd want to live in a world where water at best incapacitates you for 5 seconds on contact, and at worst kills you, yet there's still waterways and swimming pools everywhere. Before you guys decide, keep in mind that you're not necessarily the protagonist. Imagine you're an NPC. Skyrim would be a fucking nightmare if you're not a Dragonborn or a Geralt. Even an NPC could always elect to become an adventurer, so they would end up just like the Dragonborn without shouts. The game is definitely playable without using shouts at all, so you could probably do pretty well if you knew what you were doing. You might even be able to learn how to shout if you put your mind to it. Ulfric wasn't Dragonborn and he could shout, just couldn't absorb dragon souls to learn them instantly. Garry's Mod. Basically I can do everything I want. Dark RP would be a trip though. Breath of the Wild. Even if it was just the Zora domain. One of the most chill places I've seen in a game. Water slides. Monsters, adventuring, magical weapons, and elf-eared girls. Sign me up. I would say Witcher 3, but I'd be afraid of being a side character that fucking dies all the time. I was gonna say Witcher 3, especially Tau Saint, but only if I can be a sorceress, Witcher or higher vampire or something. Not one of those piss poor villagers that dies by a drown or attack. Since it is the rest of your life, Skyrim would be nice if you were the Dragonborn. and knew the shit you shouldn't do. Edit. Spelling. Absolutely destroy and dominate ancient dragons in single combat. Get wrecked by one saber cat. Definitely not Minesweeper. Back in the army I got sent to Minesweeper training. Straining my ears to hear the faintest little whine did not instill great faith in the equipment. What I got out, if it is, that using a Minesweeper is a lot like taking a hearing test, but if you get it wrong you get blown up. Fuck that. Fuck mines. Fuck minefields. Fuck the sweepers. I want no part in any of it. Stardew Valley. Just in my chill farm and super friendly townsfolk. I'm happy. Try walking around distributing pine cones. Not everyone is super friendly. Dead or alive. Extreme beach volleyball. Animal Crossing because it's fun and nice and peaceful. Not to mention interest-free loans with no deadline to pay it back by. Alright, UTF wished for Plague Incorporated. U/Zortix. Chrono Trigger. Time travel, magic, a robot buddy, and a badass chick friend with a tail. I can get away without speaking at all too. Perfect. Easy. Minecraft. I can build shit and am with friends. Animal Crossing. No doubt. It would be so easy to make money and pay my debts. Life would be chill. Escape to nature. Detroit. Become human but after the androids are accepted into society ending. Always thought it would be cool to have a robot friend lol. I wish I got that ending. GTA 5 and only because it's almost like real life but better. And it's pretty cheap to be revived after crashing a fighter jet into a bridge. The cops even seem to forget your past crimes after one of these miracle resurrections. Minecraft. Theoretically an infinite amount of things to do. Minecraft with mods. Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Who wouldn't want to live in Star Wars universe? No Man's Sky. Because pretty planet exploration. Edit. Thank you so much for the award. I've only been on here for a couple of days so it's very cool to see some appreciation. 3. Yay. I found another one. Dupe. Unless you're the Slayer you are absolutely fucked. EVE Online. Without a doubt. Nigh immortal character that can fly spaceships with their mind. Are respawned when killed through clones. And learn new things by injecting them into their head. It would be a trip. Really, if I were in the EVE universe as it exists via the game, it seems like the sensible thing to do is to just stay in safe space and mine for 1,000 years saving up money. I'd just spend that whole time reading and playing games. After long enough I could afford to buy an entire star system of my choice and outfit it with enough defenses to make it nearly impossible for someone to invade. Edit. Spelling. Red Dead REDEMPTIO and asterisk 2. I want to be a cowboy on the open range. I'd have said Red Dead 2, but my black ass would probably not have a good time during that time period. Subnautica. I've spent over 300 hours playing that stunningly beautiful game. Mostly just exploring and building. I still don't want to leave. All alone on a gorgeous ocean world with abundant resources and nobody else around to bother me. Sign me the fuck up. Hell. That sounds like hell. I don't understand how anyone can play this game and find it chill. It's taken me months to get to the blood kelp area, and I have to scurry back to safety after a few minutes, essentially when I feel a panic attack coming on. Subnautica is the most intense and terrifying game I have ever played by a considerable margin. I love it, but actually trying to survive there in real life and not being able to turn it off would be horrible. Skyrim, not a hero's life, but a being a farmer just outside of Whiterun. You 100% know the Dragonborn is going to waltz into your city and brutally murder you and your family for funsies cause you're not an essential NPC. I always dreamed of living in Harvest Moon 64. You have an adorable farm. There's a nice village nearby that even has a bar, a bunch of community events. You can go fishing. There's a mountain to explore and more. I'd say Zelda Breath of the Wild. The vast expanses and ability to go anywhere. The gathering/hunting your own ingredients and cooking. Shield boarding and gliding would be seriously fun. Horseback riding through the pastures. I have the game paused as I browse Reddit, and I want to go back to playing, but I'm getting a validation high by seeing this answer so often. but an option to remove the annoying Yiga clan ambushes would be nice. Tetris. I will JST be there chilling it out with them blocks. What if you reincarnate as a block in Tetris and then get cleared and disappear? Worse yet, what if the bottom half of you is cleared and you are now cut in half? Elder Scrolls V, Skyrim. It's already the only game I play all the time anyways. Edit the name for all of you who are getting mad about it. Alternate start, live another life. There's nothing more fulfilling than hunting wild animals in the tundras of Skyrim, watching a dragon fly by not giving a damn about the main story quests, just hunting all you want, and chopping all that wood, camping out under the stars in a fur tent with a giant campfire roaring as the goat's leg roast is basting. Oh yeah, that's where I want to be. Pokemon. Because Pokemon. The world of Metal Gear is like the real world but with mechas. Majora's Mask. I always really liked that little town and thought it would be a magical place to live. That is when it wasn't in danger of destruction. They had games, a bar, and interesting town folk. Black Flag. I freaking love pirates. World of Warcraft. Wish I could go back in time and play TBC/Roth all over again when dueling/arenas, machinima, and community were alive and well. Ark Survival would be scary, but also you get to ride a T-Rex and that's just badass. You look thirsty, here's 500 pounds of berries. One of the Zeldas, because it's the perfect blend of magical, peaceful, depending on where you live I suppose, and exciting still. Maybe Wind Waker, so I can be by the sea and travel to Lil Islands. Also great soundtrack to my life. Am I crazy for my first thought being Horizon Zero Dawn? Plague Incorporated. Oh wait. Edit. Sorry guys. Went for a nap. THX for awards. Didn't think this comment would be so popular. Hopefully something like Semi-Influ or Shadow Plague. If I'm the player, you're basically guaranteed to live. Zelda, only one distinctive threat, and as long as I'm not a blonde princess in a pink dress I'll just live out my days in a market. Plus you only need to have one line that you say during all social interactions. For someone with social anxiety, that makes things a lot easier. There are many guards at the castle. Dead Space because getting ripped apart by some freaky alien hell demon creature is cooler than succumbing to COVID-19. Just wait until the virus mutates. Altman be praised. Minecraft creative mode along with multiplayer. I'm immortal, and if I get bored, I can go to servers. Stardew Valley. As cliche as it may be, I have to answer honestly with Pokemon. Spending my life traveling around with animal companions and competing in tournaments is still appealing to me at 31 years of age. Cookie Clicker. Infinite cookies. What else do I have to say?